In the city of high rises and hidden hearts, one man gave everything for love, and learned the price of trusting the wrong soul. This is the story of James Lawson, a self-made millionaire who opened his heart to a dream, and woke up in a nightmare. James Lawson had it all. He was a handsome tech genius, a billionaire by 28, with private jets, properties, fat bank accounts, in the city of Sita. He threw lavish parties for the elites, raised funds for charity and supported group projects for societal developments. Due to his lifestyle, he was always on the paparazzi's radar. Every woman he dated loved his lifestyle and money. He wanted to be loved for who he was and not what he had, so, one day, he deliberately left the limelight and disappeared from headlines. He shaved his head, swapped Gucci for hoodies, and moved into a modest one-bedroom apartment in Leeds, a city in London, to work as a freelance web designer. And that's where he met her. James Lawson had built his fortune brick by brick, from a cramped one-bedroom flat to founding one of London's top software firms. Every morning started with 5 unread investment proposals. Every night ended alone. He had everything, except someone who loved him for who he really was. Not for the empire he built. "I don't want admiration," he once told his assistant. "I want honesty." That's when he met her. Maya was a poet who sold handmade verse in a bookstore cafe. She was beautiful, fierce, with good sense of humor. Their worlds collided over spilled coffee and a shared love for art. They spent an hour debating whether Bukowski was overrated. He felt alive by talking to her, and something within him shifted. He instantly fell for her. Having previously resided in London, Maya knew who James Lawson was, but she pretended not to have known or heard of him. She told him she hated corporate types, because billionaires lacked empathy, and didn't want to date one. James hid his smile. For the first time, James Lawson felt seen. He believed he's found true love, so they dated, laughed, and shared everything together. She called him her realist thing. They got married after dating for a year with a simple temple vows. No diamonds, big cars, big reception or press coverage. They were in a world of their own. James and Maya enjoyed life as a couple and managed to secure a small cozy apartment out of their little income and made it home. To the world, she was a charming free spirit. To James, she was the missing piece. On their first anniversary, James decided she deserved to know the truth, the secret he's hidden from her for the past year, his wealth and status in society. He rented a villa, laid out a private dinner under the stars. And there, he told her, "I'm James Lawson, billionaire CEO of the top software tech London." Maya pretended to be in shock, and with lost of words, manages to say, "You. Where from this now? Why lie to me?" James explained, "I wanted you to love me for who I am and not for my wealth." Maya said, "Have you found true love now?" James answers in the affirmative, "Yes." Maya pretentiously softened up and then smiled. "I always knew there was something special about you, but I could place my hand on it. I'm glad we met." James felt relieved with pure joy. He believed she loved him still. However, he didn't notice the ambition flicker in her eyes. James didn't hesitate. He handed over every password, every door key. He even added her to the board of his family trust. "She makes me feel grounded," he told a friend. "Like I can breathe again." Maya played her part flawlessly, attending charity galas, baking on weekends, reading next to him during long flights. But in the shadows, she was studying every detail of his empire. From that moment of truth, she quit her bookstore job, redesigned their apartment into a designer studio, started mingling with the high and mighty, threw lavish parties, did Instagram shoots. Suddenly, she knew every executive on his board. Then she asked for power of attorney, just in case. James, still blinded by love, signed it. Until one night, he came home early. She told him, "I want to surprise you. A trip to Europe, just us. Let me plan everything." James smiled and said, "Just us? Great. You are a godsend." So he gave her full control over the bookings because he trusted her. But what she planned wasn't a honeymoon. It was an escape route. She registered companies in Dubai, transferred small amounts weekly to avoid red flags. She acquired a foreign passport with a different name just to cover her tracks. But James was oblivious to her dealings and still left sweet notes on her pillow every morning. Sometimes even the best of liars do slip up. A junior accountant noticed strange invoices and reported it. James's security advisor found a flagged transaction to an overseas shell company and he followed the trail. Instead of confronting Maya, he dug deeper by hiring private investigators to uncover all her shady deals. They accessed camera footages to retrieve all forged documents. The betrayal ran deeper than theft. She even faked a miscarriage to emotionally manipulate James. The final move came when she booked a private jet, scheduled to leave at midnight. That night, she arrived at the hangar dressed in luxury brands she claimed to hate. Holding designer luggage, passport in hand. Instead of the jet pilot, she saw flashing lights, and James. In a calm voice, James said, "Bravo. You almost escaped." Maya's voice trembled. "If you really loved me, you would let me go." "I did. Not until you tried to destroy me," said James. Maya was arrested, charged with identity fraud, theft, and conspiracy. News broke across platforms. Billionaire wife exposed in multi-crore scam. From love to lies, the Maya Lawson case. James said nothing to the press. He focused on healing. He sold the penthouse they shared, donated the villa to a women's shelter. He rewrote his will again, this time, under no illusion. 6 months later, James visited the bookstore where Maya once wrote her poetry. He picked up a book with a title, Blank Pages, and New Beginnings. He smiled and gave a thumbs up. The bookseller quickly asked, "Are you looking for something?" "No." James smiled. "I've already found what matters." He walked away, not bitter, not broken, but wiser. In a city where men are expected to wear their masks, James Lawson took his mask off by loving Maya and nearly lost everything. But pain sharpened his vision. Love is not about what someone says. It's about what they protect when no one's watching. Like, comment and subscribe for more modern tales of truth, betrayal, and resilience. What would you have done if you were James Lawson?